Hi my loves, welcome to my channel. I know I didn't post a vlog last week, but because of that we have a lot to catch up on today, and it's going to be a jam-packed busy weekend. Happy Friday, by the way. But yeah, there's just so much that I had to tell you guys and just catch you guys up on, so I figured why not right now, being that I'm going to be stuck in traffic for like the next hour until I get home. Obviously I didn't go to work like this. I did wear a big t-shirt. I just took it off and I had this underneath because after work I went and got a lymphatic drainage massage. So let's talk about that first, just so I can get that out of the way. I got one done about a month ago at the place called the Tox NYC, which is very well known, but they're also very expensive. It was like $300. And when I posted about it on my social media, on Instagram and TikTok, a lot of people were saying like, hey, can you try to find a place that's a little bit more affordable? And I was like, I got you, because $300 for a massage is crazy. And then I actually found one by my job, so I was like, you know what, let me give this place a shot. Honestly, there's pros and cons to this place versus the Tox. I feel like the customer service is a little bit better at the Tox because they are more of like a franchise. You know, they like count on people giving them reviews, versus this place, it's very local. I think there was legit only like one person working there. I don't know if they recently just opened up, because they had a deal. So for the first massage that you'll get, it's $59, but it's usually $70. And yeah, so the massage was really good, by the way. I feel that motorcycle scared the crap out of me, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I actually do see a difference. My face is still a little bit red from the massage, but one of the things that I liked about this place versus the Tox is that I feel like she actually took her time, being that it's more of like a local place. She took more of her time on my face. And when I first made the appointment, she was like, your face doesn't look swollen though. And then as she was doing the massage, she was like, yeah, you're right, your face is swollen. So she was telling me like how to do it at home to maintain it. And I was like, okay, cool, I think I could do this. I did buy a gua sha so that I can do it. It's just that I feel like I never see the actual difference. So she showed me how to do it as she was doing it herself. She's like, okay, you have to go up here and then make sure you like bring it down all the way up to like right here by where your armpits are. But I did make an appointment to come back next week at the same place, but this time it's going to be for a prenatal massage, which I didn't know that they did. So obviously I want to get one done because everything hurts me all the time. I'm officially in my 3rd trimester, so I'm at that stage in pregnancy where I'm out of breath, doing absolutely nothing. Literally, I could be eating, I could be sitting down. I'm out of breath all the time. And then on top of that, everything is just sore. Like the transition from 2nd to 3rd trimester was very serious and very noticeable. I don't know what happened. I do not remember this in my first pregnancy, but it was like I knew that I got to the 3rd trimester because all of a sudden everything just hurt. My lower back feels like it's already opening up and I'm about to give birth next week. Again, don't know what the heck happened. The transition was major. So next Friday when I get out of work, I'm gonna treat myself again to a little prenatal massage. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you hear birds right now, it's because I have birds in my car. And the reason for that is because my job threw a party last week and they bought a bunch of birds and then decided to keep the birds, like little parakeets, 12 of them to be exact. So they put it in the office, and then they just realized that like you need to actually maintain the birds. So they're like, we need to start getting rid of these birds. So then I asked my aunt if she wanted, because my aunt has always had birds like my entire life growing up, and she doesn't have right now. So I was like, hey, do you want some birds? And she was like, yeah, actually I would love 2 of them. So I was like, sure. So here I am. I packed up 2 birds so that I can go take it to her. Mind you, I literally tell her, I'm like, hey, I got the birds, as I'm leaving work, and she's like, oh, can you get me 2 more? What? Lady, do you know how hard it was to get these little fucking parakeets in this damn cage, and the cage in the bag? These damn parakeets are trying to fly out of this cage right now because it's not like a secure cage. So if you hear some birds chirping on my commute, that's why. That's number 2. Number 3, my son officially graduated 5th grade, so I have a middle schooler. Cannot believe it. I swear it feels like I just gave birth to him yesterday, and it's crazy to think about because I gave birth to my son my senior year of high school. So that means that I graduated high school almost 11 years ago. Like, time is legitimately flying by. That's update number 3. Update number 4 has to do with the chiropractor. I mentioned in my last vlog that I had a consultation with the chiropractor and he wanted me to come back to give me the results and everything with my fiance. Cool. So that consultation was Tuesday. I mean, like the appointment to go back was on Tuesday. So I went back with my fiance, and long story short, very disappointed, and now I have to find yet another chiropractor. So this place is not just a chiropractor's office. Like, it's a chiropractor plus rehabilitation center. So because of that, after you get like what you need to get done, like cracks on your back, blah blah, he continues to do more things to support whatever it is that's wrong with your neck or your back and stuff. And I have issues with both at the moment. Long story short, he doesn't take payments by appointments. For this, he was like, oh, it's a total package and the payment is one lump sum up front. Like, what does that mean? So then I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe like $1,000, $1,500, whatever. Cool. It was like $5,000 for a 6-month treatment package. So it's not like it was $5,000 for like 2 appointments. No, it was for like, I think 20 appointments or something like that. These birds better not fly out of this freaking bag into my car, because he was like, oh, I can give you a discount. So the discount for like the first time member or whatever the heck was like $1,000. So basically the final price would be $4,000. And I was like, that's cool. Again, I don't mind paying that over time when I make each appointment. Like, I get it. Like, oh, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Like, while he's talking to me, I'm like, oh, okay, so all the appointments are gonna eventually add up to $4,000 with, you know, all the treatments and stuff that I gotta get. No, he's like, oh, you gotta pay like right now, like today. How is you crazy? I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh, that's not happening. Yeah, no, that's simply not happening. Not only am I quite literally pregnant as heck and I'm saving up for the baby, but I'm saving up because we're getting a brand new car soon. And like, that's just, I'm not gonna take money out of my savings to fix my neck. Yes, I am in a lot of pain, but I'm just not doing that. And then he was like, oh, well, we also offer payments via Care Credit, which is basically like Klarna, but for medical treatments. So you pay, it's like financing it. Like, you pay for the appointments over time. What the fuck do I look like to you? Like, he was cool and everything, I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, I'm sure he really knows what he's doing and is gonna take great care of me. But is you crazy? I am not going into debt for a fucking treatment that I can manage. Yes, obviously, if I don't take care of it eventually, it can damage more of my tissues and get worse. I get that. Like, I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm not paying that right now. Like I said, over time, per appointment, cool. I'm not giving you $5,000 today. I'm not giving you $4,000 today. I'm not giving you a lump sum today before I even have any appointment at all. Like, I've never even heard of that. How am I gonna pay you for appointments that I don't have, that I didn't get done, that I don't even know if they're actually gonna work, that I don't know if I'm gonna need to have 10 more appointments after? Like, no. I mean, I'm sure people obviously got the money for it. I mean, he's open, right? He's been open for a lot of years. So clearly, some people got the money for it. I just don't deem it to be a priority right now. My car is honestly a priority to me. And I know for some people that probably sounds crazy. Like, girl, you'd rather get a new car or like put that down for a down payment for a car than like your own health? Yeah. Yeah. Like, let me fucking tell you, this shit is on its last leg. It is quite literally any day now going to give up on me. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. On top of the fact that my car has gotten hit 3 times this year. Do you want to talk about it? Because I want to talk about it. I am so frustrated with how expensive car insurance is in New York, but I get it. I fully fucking get it. Because I've deadass gotten hit 3 times. And none of it has been my fault. And I know you're probably like, okay, whatever. None of the times that I've gotten hit has it been my fault. Last time that I got hit was legit last week. Like I'm telling you, it was just such an eventful week last week that's why I just didn't vlog. It was just so much going on. So I drop off my son at school. Quite literally 2 seconds later, I'm driving at like 5 miles an hour because I'm still in a school zone, and some bozo does a U-turn hella fast and hits the shit out of the side of my car. Thank the Lord have mercy that I have a Jeep, so it's high up, and he had like a Nissan Altima, whatever the fuck. So his car was low. His whole front bumper came off. I don't care. I was like, if you want me to call insurance, I'll fucking call them. But your shit is gonna go up. You hit me. And he was a taxi driver. I seen it on like his plate. I was like, and I know for a fact that you probably got a camera in your car that showed that your dumbass did a fucking U-turn on this street, a busy ass street at 8 o'clock in the morning while everybody's traveling. And mind you, again, we're in front of a school. So I'm going at like 5 miles an hour. Why are you going so fast, making a U-turn? Like, sir, you do not want me to call insurance. You don't. And then, like 2 days right after that, my neighbor hit me. Legit. I'm in front of my driveway and I see that he's getting out. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me wait right here so he can get out first so that we don't hit each other. And then I'll get out. Tell me how, mind you, he has like the latest 2025 Audi car. Like, I know for a fact that his shit has like 20 fucking cameras and gadgets and shit that tell him everything, right? That my car is there. No, he backs up out of his driveway, legit hits me. Legit hits me. And mind you, I'm taking my son to school. He's deadass in the passenger seat. He's like, did he just hit us? I'm like, yeah. Luckily, he hit me in the corner that another guy already hit me like a month ago when I was at church. So my bumper, I kid you not, it's being held up by duct tape. So when my neighbor hit me, it didn't do anything to my car because he hit that exact corner where another guy hit me, where the duct tape is holding up the bumper. Long story short, people can't drive in New York. So when I say I'm choosing those $4,000 towards my car down payment versus my neck, yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right I am, because I need a new car ASAP. Like, I'm so grateful for this. I know I already spoke about that before. I am unbelievably grateful for this, but I just know that this car is gonna give out like any day, and I am not about to have a newborn baby and not have a car. Like, no, I need a car. Now let's get into what we're gonna be doing when we get home, because the day is certainly not over. I am so excited and I cannot wait. So we're finally gonna get some house projects done that I've been wanting to do. And I'm saying house projects, but really it's just one house project that I've been wanting to do, and we're finally getting around to doing it. I guess you can say I'm really in my nesting stage now, being that I'm in my 3rd trimester. I'm officially like 7.5 months. We're going to start painting a wall, and we're gonna build a new dresser that I bought. Well, is it called a dresser? I think it's called an ottoman or a vanity. I don't know, but obviously you guys are gonna like figure it out once you guys see what I'm building. So basically, I don't have an aesthetic wall in my house, and it drives me crazy. My house has a lot of potential. It needs some work done. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I really want to have at least one aesthetic wall that if I wanted to, I could use this as a background for my videos or pictures or anything like that. My mom painted the wall like a nudie pink color, and I don't like it at all. So me and my fiance went to Home Depot last night. We already picked out the paint. I believe it's called Sleek White, if I'm not mistaken, from the company Bear. So when I get home, we're gonna start painting, and then we're gonna build a dresser, which is gonna go right in front of the wall, and it's gonna go like under the TV. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'm gonna put my plant there. Like, I have a whole vision, so hopefully it comes out the way I want to. Oh, so the reason why I decided to even get this thing is because not only for the aesthetic of it, but also because when we have the baby, babies create lots of mess. We all know that. And I don't like to be one of those people that has a messy home just because they have kids. Because kids create lots of messes, I'm like, you know what? We need a space where we can just stuff a bunch of crap. So this vanity is gonna be that space where we just put a bunch of crap of the baby, like toys and all that stuff, whenever there's a mess in the house. But yeah, so that's another reason why I got it. Like everything that I'm thinking of, like all the changes, it has to do with the baby, when the baby comes. And I don't want to wait till the baby comes and then I'm like, oh shit, we need more space for this, or we don't have enough space for that, blah blah. I'm trying to figure out all of the problems and solutions right now before I give birth. There's just so much that needs to get done, and I have been rambling on for like an hour, what feels like. So I'm gonna put on some music now and enjoy the rest of this annoying traffic to get home, and I will see you guys when I get there. Good morning, my loves. Today we woke up and got straight to work. I didn't intend on painting this little hallway, but we had a lot of paint left over from painting the living room, and it just made sense to do this section. As you can see, there's like 3 different whites on this wall because I kept trying to paint it with different whites that I found in the garage, and literally you never know how many whites there are until you're painting, so that's the result of that. But after painting it, this is how it turned out, and it looks so much better than before. And moving on to the living room, on Friday, Ian had to do multiple coats of paint and it just took forever. So on Saturday, it was time to clean it up and take off the tape. However, at this point, when I was taking the tape off this corner, that's when I realized that I did not like the color at all that was on the other wall. So I decided to paint the corner wall while Ian got started on the building of the TV stand. I had it in the box for like 2 weeks already, so I was going crazy trying to open it up, and this is actually the first time that I'm actually seeing it, and it's exactly how it looks in pictures. I'm really big on multitasking, so as he was building, I started cleaning up, and this is the TV stand, guys. I am so obsessed, and the fact that it was less than $300 is truly the best part. I'm so incredibly happy with this purchase. I'll leave a link down for you guys below. And this is the part where I was trying to find different ways on how to decorate the sides of the TV stand. I wasn't crazy about how the chair looked, and then I didn't like the mirror either, so I just added the basket with a bunch of blankets in it in the corner. If you have any suggestions for decorating, please leave them down below because this is just not my forte. Time to tackle the rest of the living room. We moved the couch up so it was a lot closer to the TV, and it gave a lot more of a cozier vibe. And at this point, I could not feel my body. Like, my feet were hurting so bad from how much we were doing. I was cleaning up like a literal madman. I knew my house was dirty, but I did not think it was this messy and dirty. So I love the way everything turned out, and I'm so glad that we decided to do everything today because it was very, very much needed. Good morning, my loves. This is how my hair air dried, and I am so happy that I decided not to do anything to my hair yesterday because the weather app said that today was going to be at 95 degrees and sunny. Literally woke up, it's cloudy and it's raining. I don't know where the confusion was with the weather people, but they were completely wrong. So I'm glad I ended up not blow drying my hair yesterday. But when I woke up, I started to edit yesterday's video, and then I realized I never gave you guys like an after of everything that we did yesterday. I just showed you guys like the process and the before. So I'm gonna take you guys to the living room in a few and show you guys the new setup, which I am so happy and I am in love with right now. And I say right now because I'm always changing my mind, but for right now I'm obsessed with it. I just finished making my smoothie, and today I did pineapple, banana, strawberry, and mango. Literally the best freaking smoothie ever. I could literally drink a smoothie every single day. I'm obsessed. Because we did so much yesterday, like I don't think you guys understand how much we did because I didn't film every single second of it, but I promise you we did so much that my entire body feels like I ran a freaking 20-mile marathon. I am in pain everywhere. We did so much. So I just wanted to paint the one wall in the living room, and then I was like, you know what, we have paint left over, let's just paint the little wall right next to it as well, which I was not going to do, but it was just so ugly. Like the comparison between the color that my mom had before versus the white that we chose, it was just, it looked so ugly, which is another reason why I decided to put the plant where I put it, because it just, I'll show you guys when we go to the living room, but I'm really glad with the setup that we did. And yeah, so we painted an extra wall, and then building that freaking TV stand took longer than we thought because the instructions were not clear whatsoever. Luckily my man figured it out, and I don't know what it is about building furniture with your partner, but we almost broke up like 10 times yesterday while building that fucking thing. I was like, you know what, don't talk to me, I'm gonna go clean the house, you figure this shit out on your own. And he did. I don't know what it is about building furniture that just makes you like so high strung and like just so tense. I don't know if maybe that's just us. Let me know if you guys can relate, if you're in a couple or whatever and building furniture just like really pisses you off. Yeah, so luckily he finished that on his own, but I'm so glad that we busted our asses yesterday and that we started everything on Friday, because I wanted to start everything yesterday on Saturday, but that would have been so much. So the fact that we started cleaning and started painting on Friday, that helped us tremendously. Today's gonna be a very chill day. I have my notebook right in front of me. I'm about to do my little to-do list. I do have laundry to do, but if I'm being honest, I'm just gonna tell my man to do that tomorrow. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not really a priority of like a task. And I think that's something that I've really been learning a lot more, is what's a priority and what's not. And the reason why I say that is because yesterday, the way we busted our asses around this house, like doing stuff, I literally looked into the kitchen, because obviously we were eating and stuff while we were like doing stuff around the house. So the kitchen was a disaster. Like, it looked like a literal tornado hit the freaking kitchen. And if I'm being honest, I typically would have been so stressed that I just end up cleaning the kitchen, but I was like, you know what, we did enough yesterday. I'm very happy with what we did. I am not going to like lose my mind right now and do the dishes, because that's going to be an hour and a half type of task, because that's how dirty and like messy the kitchen was. I'm not doing that to myself. I really need some sleep. That's it. Like, I'm calling out. I'm done for the night. And usually I would have just been so stressed and I would have done the dishes last night, but it's just dishes. And I'm not saying that as in like neglect your dishes all the time. No, I'm literally just saying like we did do enough yesterday where it's okay that we didn't focus on the kitchen. So that's the first thing I did when I woke up today. I'm just really happy that me and Ian dedicated ourselves to being productive this weekend, because I was honestly gonna wait like the weekend of my baby shower to get all this stuff done, to get it ready for everybody coming to my baby shower. I would have lost my mind. I would have truly lost my mind. So this is your sign to not leave things for last minute as well, because my baby shower is in 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. So I'm so happy that we got that over with. Okay, so this is what the after looks like after all of our hard work. It is finally a beautiful white color in the back, no more pinky color. And this little wall we ended up painting as well. And let me open up the TV stand for you guys, because I am so obsessed. I think it's so beautiful and it just goes so perfect with what I envision. In the future, I do want to buy a couch, but that's just not my priority right now. Then I made my dog a little setup right here. I just put him in there so I can do this video because he was having the zoomies and it was like impossible for me to film. So this is like his little bed. and obviously his food station and everything that like he would need. I'm literally gonna take him out right after I finish this video. I just wanted to show you guys. But yeah, that's a little setup. And now let me show you guys the TV stand. So this is what it looks like. So instead of like having a little drawer so that it looks more modern and aesthetic, it's a magnet. So you go like that and it pops out. And this is what the inside looks like. Now the back has little, what's that called? Like little holes. So that if we wanted to put anything in there with cables, like a cable box or video games or whatever the heck, you won't see any of the cables. There'll be like, and none of the cables will be on top. They'll all be in the little hole. So, and obviously both sides open up, by the way, as well. So that is what it looks like. It's extremely spacious. So this is the final setup. Hi, my loves. So I went to BJ's with my man, and let me tell you, I don't know who enjoys going to BJ's or like these huge supermarkets, but I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them at all. But we did have a lot of things to buy in bulk, especially because of my baby shower coming up. So I was like, you know what, let's not wait till last minute and let's just get some stuff right now. So we went to BJ's, and that was enough for me to want to take a nap when I got back home. So I just woke up from a beautiful 4-hour nap, and I feel so rejuvenated and so relaxed. Like I just feel so much better. My feet don't hurt as much either. Like that's truly what I needed. I think I'm just lacking sleep as well. But to wrap up this video, I do want to do some self-care with you guys. I'm thinking of doing like an entire self-care video because I've actually seen that people do that. I don't know if people still watch those though. I don't know, but I'm really into self-care. I can spend an entire 24 hours just like pampering myself. But there are a lot of things that I do myself here at home. So I'm thinking of doing an entire video of like my DIY self-care routine. And ignore the background, by the way. I just put my bed sheets to wash when I woke up from my nap, because while I was sleeping, my fiance showered my dog, and that's what I was waiting for, to wash my sheets. I was waiting for him to wash the dog, because there was just no point in me cleaning the shower and putting on fresh bed sheets if my dirty dog was just gonna be in there. Like it just didn't make sense. So now that he showered him and my dog is nice and fresh and clean, and yes, we are working on him not being on the bed as much, but it's just really hard because he's just like so attached to me, especially me being pregnant right now. He's really attached to me. But I know everybody keeps telling me, and I'm like, I know guys, I know, we're trying. Okay, my fiance is more of a sucker than I am. Like when I say do not get on the bed, like do not get on the bed, I don't care. But my fiance is like, oh, but he's so cute. And I'm just like, you are just such a little sucker. So we're working on it. But I definitely do want to keep training him on like not getting on the bed. And that would just make my life so much easier, especially for when my baby does get here. I legit filmed a bunch of self-care, but I ran out of storage and I did not realize because I was filming with the back camera. So I'll definitely be doing an entirely dedicated self-care video soon. But in the meanwhile, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye, cuties.